This is the law, I mean the Cognos portal, okay, and we can see like all the contents that are part of my BI application stored in content store will be you can view everything here, okay, and these yellow color icons are nothing but the folders, and within folders you can have various subfolders, okay. These blue color icon contents are nothing but the packages, okay, and these package out of these packages only we create like various reports, okay, and you can find again the folders here, okay. If you go here you will find all these reports here, okay, and with this particular icon you can identify, okay, this is a report. If you want to know like what exactly this particular object is within a context, you can click on this, you can see the various properties, okay. You can see what type of object it is, whether it's a report, folder, package, okay. Here we, this particular object is a report. We don't have any on it, owner, because it's been imported directly from the samples which are given by scheduling, okay. We don't have any contact details, which we have, and after that we can just the name, okay. If we want to change the name, we can change it here, okay. Screen tip, if someone takes over the mouse over that particular object, it will use certain tips. Description they have given what this particular report actually does, okay, and every report points to some metadata of package, okay. Here we can find even the location, right? And even the location of the package store, where exactly public stores, samples, knowledge, resources, query, reports will be samples. Here actually the report is present. So this particular location is also being shared. Next we have something called in the report. Okay. Here we have various actions, and these are with respect to the execution property. When you are running a report, so what are the things? The default option is like view most recent report. Okay. Whatever the saved contents will be there, that will be viewed, that will be presented to the user. If it is not available, in that case it will try to run the report. We have like various options. Okay. The report options. I'll just click on it and show you the options. Okay. Format, in which output format we want to see this report. Enable accessibility support it with respect to the view, zooming, and reading contents and all those things. The language. If we are going for the PDF option, okay, you can set certain passwording. Okay, whenever if you are sharing the same report with someone, then you can share the password also along with that, so that when he tries to open it, he can use that password. Okay. We have prompt values. If the report has certain prompt values, so those prompt values will be, it will ask for you to select some prompt values. Okay. We have selection-based interactivity, HTML, page up, page down, and all those things. Okay. Enable alerts about new versions. Okay, if there are any new versions. Okay, if you have multiple report versions that are available, you have saved it once, twice, thrice. Okay, is it now clear for you? Okay. These are the various options which are available with respect to each and every object, whatever we see. Okay, the options may vary, but actually we will be, every object will be associated with certain properties. And here actually, I mean, who all have the permission for to view this particular object? So that we have here. Okay, we have different particular roles who are responsible to access this one. Okay, and there are different permissions level also. Okay, these people have granted read, write, execute, and traverse. Okay, I'll be discussing about this like in future, not now, but this particular tab gives you this. Okay, now these are the properties with respect to our report. Now we'll see. Now we'll see like what all the properties that are associated with the folder. So in the folder also the same thing. In general, what type? It's a folder. Rest of the things are same. Description, reporting, screen text. Okay, you have something called like permissions. Okay, the same one. In addition to that, you have something called like capability. Okay, what all the contents that can be saved within this one, and what all the applications can have access here. So that capability is being decided here. Okay, we have something like this. Okay, can we save any analysis studio related contents there, event studio related contents there, report studio related contents there? So all these various kind of options can be enabled and disabled inside that particular folder. So in a similar way, we'll see the property of a package. Okay, it also remains same, the same permissions. Okay, even the same capability. So there is no change. So like this, the connection is a place where all the contents related to an application is being stored. BI application. It may have a folder, it may have a package, it may have some workspace related items created or a workspace related report. It may have a job, a new URL, or it can have a custom dashboard kind of page which we have created. So these are the various objects that resides within an application or within my Cognos BI application. So this is my first page, okay, where the public contents are available to me. Okay, and similar to this, okay, we can have every user will be provided with my folder, okay, where he can save his own customized content. If he is creating something, or if he has saved one report view, or if he has a report output, okay, he can save it here. He can save it here, and he can access, and that will be totally. It will be a kind of like private folder. Okay, and this folder will not be visible to anyone apart from the person who is administrating this entire application. Okay, so this is what here also he can have like various folder packages. He can have his own customized, like he can include like 4 to 5 reports in a single workspace and then keep it for his reference. He can have his own job URL. He can create his own pages, something like that. Okay, so these are the various options. Okay, the similar set of options which are available in public folder will be available for even my folder also. Okay, so this is what we have here. What I'll do, I'll show you. Now I'll show you some other options. We have something called like home and set view as home. Okay, when I click on home, this is what I see in the public folder. Okay, first one. Okay, and we can, if we have any certain pages, okay, whenever we log in, we want some page, okay, some specific folder to be set as a default page. We can set it as a default page, and that will act as a home. Now we have various options here associated with every user. Okay, I'll show the first basic one, which you also can see in your system whenever you're logging. Okay, that will be my preference. Okay. You can give like various details here. Okay, it will be with respect to number of entries that you can view in one page. Okay, this means 15 number means you can view 15 objects, either 15 folder, 15 report, or 15 in numbers, like either it can be two reports, some four folders, and apart from that you can have around like nine different pages. Okay, you can view. So this is the one. Okay, you can change this according to your requirement, whatever numbers you want. Okay, and we have something called like how the style, the way you want to view the folders. I'll show you here. Okay, you can see here you don't have any separators or anything. Okay. If I am creating it something like this, alternative background, click on OK. Okay, you can see the next folders, it is totally like grayed out. Okay, then the next line of the folders. Okay. And we have something called like different various styles that are available. Okay, if I'm clicking on, I'll just cancel this one. I'll show you once again. Okay, this is the current appearance of my Cognos connection. Okay, that's my corporate view. That will be a default for everyone. I'll click on like preview the business style. Business style, how exactly it looks. Okay, it is giving something like this. I have included it as a business style. So business styles look somewhat like this. Okay. So these are nothing but various skins that are available. Okay. And these skins we can change in whichever way we want, or we can have our own skins also. Okay. If someone wants to customize it in a different look and feel. Okay. If you want to have various different things like they want to have their own company logo, or they want to change uh, the font color and all those things, like everything can be done. Okay, you can see it. All the content and everything is changed. Okay, I'll go for corporate view only. This is the corporate. I mean, the corporate view look. I mean, we are totally used to it, so that's the reason I prefer it. Okay, we have something called like default view. Okay, when it comes to the list view and detail view, right? So this is nothing but how are you going to view the contents here. Okay, I'll show you. I'll put it as a detail. Okay, so you will get something like this. And this particular option you might have seen where in the windows, like where you can have like various views, like small icon, large, medium. This is also similar to that. Okay, and language you can see. And the next tab, okay, and the next is here, like report format. Whenever you are executing any report, okay, what will be the default format? You can set it. Okay, so if I am setting it to Excel 2002, means automatically whenever I am running a report, it will take this Excel 2002 settings, and that will come out for me. Okay, and the next one
I
is
have
like, yeah,
another question there.
yes.
So when you say that default, if you set it as HTML, then do all the reports in that folder run in HTML by default, even though they are predefined to run in some other format? Is
If it
this
is
overrated?
predefined, it will not. If it is not
Okay.
predefined, then only it will.
Okay.
Okay, now we have we this personal information, okay, where you can, this is a default namespace. Okay, I have logged in as an anonymous user, so that's the reason. And this anonymous user is a part of like Cognos namespace. That's the reason we see the namespace called like Cognos. Okay, the name, email ID, and other things are not provided here, so since they are not a part, and this will also show you, okay, what all the groups and roles you are actually part of, okay, and what all capabilities you have. Okay, basically it's nothing but it will show you what level of access you have in the applications. Okay, so this is the one. So since there is no security being implemented here, so that's the reason it is showing like every group, everyone, system administrator, author, query. So every predefined built-in roles are there. I am a part of it. Okay, and since like this particular user is an anonymous user and he falls in this particular group called everyone. So in the next comes what all tabs I have, what all custom pages I am a part of. So by default, I'm part of only two particular tabs. That is nothing but like public folder and my folder. You can see public folder and my folder. Okay, this is the one, and you can change the sequence. Okay, you can modify the sequence in whichever way. Okay, and either way you can make it. If you have like multiple tabs within you, you can change the order here. Okay, so all those options can be done in this particular tab. Okay, okay, these are the details related to the contents that we see in the Cognos uh, connection. Okay, you have any questions on this one?
No, I'm good.
Good. Okay, now in the launch we have like various options available with us. Okay, we have business insight. Okay, it's a customized web-based application. Okay, insight, so where you can create your own kind of or a report or a workspace or some contents. Okay, and you can take various objects from different report and you can have it created. Okay, we have something called like business insight advanced, similar to that only. Okay, but you have few more advanced options: query studio, analysis studio, report, event, drill through definitions, and then you have admin console. So query studio, okay, uh, in this particular web-based application you can create reports on the fly, like ad hoc reporting. This is a very good tool. And analysis studio is similar to query studio only, but here you will be able to access only the multi-dimensional cubes. Report studio, okay, report studio is nothing but a full-fledged reporting, I mean web-based application where you can create your own custom reports. Okay, and in whichever requirement you want or whichever requirement that has come. Okay, event studio where you can create some events, and then based on those events you can run it and take some conditional based events, like if this particular event occurs, like what should happen, something like that. Drill through definition, okay, this is nothing but you are navigating in terms of hierarchies. Okay, okay, when you want to
I have
navigate. Yes.
so analysis studio, you said it is used for cubes, right? Can we report out of a cube in through report studio?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Drill through definitions, like if we have any a dimensional based model available. Okay, and if we want to set certain groups, okay, for the drill through. Okay, if I have this particular hierarchy, Okay, the navigation should be like this, like that. Okay, that can be set at the package level, and we can do this with the help of drill through definitions. And the next one is IBM administration concept. Okay, all these things has to be explored by you. Okay, since these are not part of this particular session. So administration console. I mean, we will be starting in with this one now. Okay. So you have any questions till now? Any questions? No, right? Okay. This is the administration console. Okay. So the moment we launch the administration console, these are the options that will be available to us, or this is the page that comes up to us. Okay. First page is nothing but your current activities. Okay. Are there any schedules that are running? Okay. You can also even track the user operations also. If they are doing some interactive, if they are running report at the front end, you can also view those things also here. You have various options available. Okay, like nothing but you have something called like show details and hide details. I'll tell you like what is this show and hide details. Okay, if there is any schedule that is running, if you want to cancel it, so you have an option to cancel that one, to pause. Okay, okay, to release it, and also you can set the priority. Okay. If there are like 10 to 15 jobs that are running, you can set the priority also. Okay, priority for each and every job. So according to that priority, the job will be executed. Okay, you have something called like pause. You have like more than like 7 to 8 jobs which are running at a time, and you don't want to cancel few jobs. Okay, but you want to make a way for the critical job. In that case, you can suspend it for some time. Okay, so once those critical jobs have completed, you can release them. Okay, this is also one option. It's not like used anywhere, but we have such kind of options available with us. And the next thing is past activities. Okay. Here, what you can do is you can monitor what has happened in the previous. Okay, and you can vary the time here. Okay, you can vary time by last 4 hours, 8 hours. Well, these are the custom timings that are being provided. Okay. And you can also set your own timings if you want to see for entire month. In that case, okay, you can vary the time. You have something options by like run by a selected user. Okay, do we have any users? We know any username, and we want to see like what all the activities. We have to navigate here, and then we can see like what all the things are. Okay, status. If you have like multiple entries, you can status. Okay. I'll just change it to 24 hours. Okay, I'll click on apply. So what will happen? So these are the 3 activities which were run. So we have something. Okay. And we can verify. We can change the status and then also view it. I'll make the status as failed, and we'll see like what we can see. Okay, we don't have anything called like failed. We don't have anything called like cancelled. We have something called we have succeed. Okay, all of them. I can make it as hmm? And we have some more advanced option available with us, like advanced options. Okay, here what you can do is owned by. Okay, in this particular object, right, it will have certain owners. Okay, if you want to know, if I have created previously, I showed you one property here. I'll show you once again. you have something called like owner. Based on the owner of that particular object also, we can filter owned by. Okay, and you have like here one more option. For what kind of object you want to search? Is it an active report, agent view, analysis, content maintenance, data movement, import export, index update, or a job? So all the various objects that we have, based on that also we can search here.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
So we have reports, right? Can we know who ran the report last or who modified the report last in this through this view?
No. You can modify it, you can see here only. There you cannot see. It is only the scheduled content. It's not with respect to the various properties of the report. It's only with respect to the scheduling detail. If there is any report
Okay.
that is scheduled, you can see only those contents.
But regular reports, there's no way to track who modified it last.
No. That you can see from here only.
At the time, the person we won't be able to see, right?
The moment if someone makes a many modification, right, the owner has
Oh,
to change.
okay, got it.
Sometimes the owner will not change. In that case, like if you have any versioning tool, then only you can track it. Otherwise, it's not possible.
Right. And this is in general report properties, right? That tab that we got, set
Yeah.
properties of
Yes.
report. Okay.
But here you can see the modified time. But these timings and these owners are also not accurate. Okay. So when you are modifying the any content, the only way to identify is if you have any versioning tool with you.
Okay.
Okay. You have like on which particular dispatcher, through which particular dispatcher jobs, and if you have like multiple dispatcher, then it will show we have like multiple dispatcher. You can select and filter. Next one is select a scope. Okay, you can filter out all the scheduled contents from a specific folder. Okay, if I want to see the content from a specific folder, for example like interactive sample, okay, I can select the interactive sample. You can click on OK. When I am applying, it will only show me the contents that are part of interactive samples. Okay, so you have an option to reset to default. Okay, you don't have any contents here. And again make it as like 12 last. I have 3 contents with me. Okay. This is a option what we have here. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just run a report. Okay, I'll just schedule a report and run it. Okay, now you have any idea on various options we get when we are running a report?
Mm, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm just running a report. I'll click on the advanced property. Okay, I'll make it to run as a run in background. Okay, I'll make this particular select it as 2007. I'll run the report. So if I go to my current activity, okay, okay, you have an one particular like a report that is being run. If you keep on refreshing, it will. There's no need to refresh also, since this particular report is executing, right? Okay, now we don't have it. I mean, it's not present in the current activity, so it went. Okay, so I'll click on my past activities. I can see one particular new entry. Okay, this is the one which ran just now. If I click on this, I have something called like view run history, view history details. options. Okay, view run history. If I click on it, I'll get this particular screen. Okay, I have like various options, all status, cancelled, executing, failed, pending, all these things. These are with respect to this. Okay, I have something called like view run history data. What happened when this particular entry was run? Okay, if I can click on this, here I'll come to know like various things. Which particular option it was set, language. Okay, what we did, we saved this particular, where did we save, and report output format. Okay, report output, I have a report output that is saved. I can view it here. If I click on this one, okay, I have an Excel 2007 version with me. I can open it. So it's something I have a data here. This is my report output. These are the various options that will be, that we can see when we are running that object here. Okay, and you can see I selected view run history, right? View run history details I'll select. Okay, for this particular instant, what are the options which were set? Okay, so you can see it ran at this, started at this particular time, completed by this time. What is the status? If there are any severity, so it will list all those things, any warnings, any messages, something like that. Okay, what are the various options we selected? So all of these options that will be available with one particular object, and then we can see. Okay, and I will tell you one more thing. Okay, so some other options like, okay, select a scope. I'll select a scope. Okay, I'll select this folder. Okay, then I'll apply. We'll see like what all the contents we can see here. So we don't have any contents here because I selected a different folder. Okay, now I'll change my scope of search. I'll make it here. I'll go here and then I'll apply. Okay, there is one particular object that has been run at this particular time. Okay, now I'll reset it default. Okay, I'll select something called like the dispatcher name, and then I'll click on apply. Okay, this particular object has been run through this dispatcher, and again I'll reset it to default. In the type, I will select a different analysis. I'll run. I don't have anything related to analysis. Now again I'll change it to a report. Then I'll run. Okay, I have executed a report. So these are the various options that will be available, and we can use these options to monitor if we want to see any specific type of objects, specific locations, okay, which ran in the past and all those things. Okay, I showed you like one more details we have, right? We have show details, we have hide details. Like currently it is set at hide details. Okay, when I'm clicking on show details, like what will happen, you just have a look. When I'm clicking on show details, it will show me from which path, okay, this particular, from in which path this report belongs or this object belongs, which dispatcher processed it. So these are the two additional information that we see when we are clicking on show details. Okay. And similarly, I'll move to the next example, that is nothing but the upcoming activities. Okay, we don't have any upcoming activities here. Okay. So how are we will schedule few contents. Okay, now I'll show you like how are we going to even schedule the content. So every object, every executable object will have one particular property that is called a schedule briefing. Okay, I'll click on this particular schedule. So here I'll get various options. I can schedule it by day, by week, by month, by year, and by trigger. Okay, so by day. In a by day, we have various options. Okay, we can schedule it at every day at a specific point of time. Okay, we will schedule. We will schedule this report on like 7 days. Now we have various options here. Okay, if we want it to be executed only once, we can do like this. If we want it to get executed after every 1 hour, okay, between certain interval of time. So just imagine if 7 to 10, 7 to around, okay, 7 to 10, I want this report to be executed every hour. So even I can set like this. Okay, we can set by minutes also. So we have like various options that can be uh, changed according to our requirement when we are scheduling it. Okay, we can schedule it every 1 minute, every 1 day, every hour, every day. So various options we have. Okay. And have something called like by week. Okay, on which particular day of a week we want this particular schedule and frequency. So we can set various options here, and you can even change the formatting. If you want to change the formatting, if you want it to be an delimited CSV or you want it to be as a PDF, okay, or an Excel 2000, 2002. Various options you can use here while you are scheduling it. Or you have one more option here available with us, whether you want to save the report or you want to create a different report view of out of this particular execution history. And also you have an option to send an email. Okay, when you click on this, to send a link of the report via email, you have to select this option. You have to give the values of 2 CC. Okay, and if you want to write any body in the content, you can write it. Okay, you have two particular options: include a link to the report or attach the report. Include a link to the report, that will give you a hyperlink. Okay, whenever the user clicks on that particular link, it will take the user directly to the report output. Or you can attach the report directly and you can send it. You have some, you have BCC also. Okay, whichever way you want, you can put your recipients, and then you can, based on the options, whether they want a link or a direct report, you can do. You can send it to them. These are the various options that are associated here. Okay. And by week, the same similar kind of options. You will have some frequency on what particular day. And month, okay. You here you have some extra this one. Okay, you can select day 26th, day 21 of this particular month. You can do it. Okay. You have an option like first of a day or third Wednesday, fourth Wednesday, or a last days. Also, you can set for every month. Similarly, you have like by year. Okay. So when you want to run this particular, so even these options also you can set. So this particular schedule will be executed one on a particular day in a year. You have something called like by trigger. You have to specify some name and you have to use some other utilities from the file system, and whenever someone calls that particular name, okay, and that particular name, with the help of that particular name, you can also run the schedule when you don't have any fixed interval. Okay, you don't know when your activity will complete, and once your activity is completed, you want to execute something. So in that case we usually go for this one. Okay, to run this we need some other utilities. From the command prompt only we can run it. Okay, in which you will pass some name. okay, here, and you will utilize the same name in your command prompt, okay, and you will pass various details as a parameter like username, password, trigger name, okay, and on which particular dispatcher it has to be executed. So all those names you will pass it, okay, through an utility, a Java utility, that is like trigger. A trigger utility is there, okay. So out of those options, okay, by various options, like you can do it. You have any questions till now?
No, all clear.
Now I'll show you the schedule. I'll schedule a content on my page. So I'm scheduling a content by day 1. It runs like earlier. I'll leave like this. I won't make any changes here. We'll go to upcoming activities. Have these many activities. 9:50, 10, 11, 12, 1 till 4 p.m. after lunch. You can see. I have scheduled in a similar fashion from 9 to 5 p.m. So totally like these many entries. 5, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. So these many entries. If I can, this is a, if you want a particular schedule to be cancelled, I don't want the 9 a.m. to run, okay. So you can come here, you can click on cancel. So what will happen is that particular schedule will go up, it will not run, but the others will, okay. If I go to my past activities, okay, you'll see I have set it as 12. I'll click on all, okay. I'm unable to see it. Why? Because it did not run only. So that's the reason we won't get those information here. Okay. It's an upcoming activity. The activity did not come only and we cancelled it. So that's the reason it is not available. So upcoming activities. Here also you can filter. See, if I am just selecting like today's date, I have cancelled one activity. If I am selecting, I have totally 7 times the report run. If I am selecting tomorrow, what will happen? Okay, if I am selecting tomorrow, I have totally 8 entries because 9:50 a.m. this particular schedule is not being cancelled. If I am cancelling something like this here, I'm cancelling the last schedule, last schedule for 7. Okay, now you see like what will happen for 16. 16 we have 7 entries in which like 9 a.m. is not running. 27th also we have 7 entries in which the 4:50 a.m. is not running. If I go to 28, I'll have all my entries, all my 8 entries available. So in this way, you can use the options that are available here. And a similar set of options is available who want type, select a scope. So the similar set of options will again come here. And you have something called like schedules. When you click on schedule, you can see all the schedules that are running in this particular BI application. Okay. And this particular option is irrespective of the contents that are available. It will not pull the data from the public folder also. It will get the data from my folder also. I'll show you that. I'll create on this particular entry, not this one. Okay. I'll copy this particular report. We have an option to copy here. I have to click it here. And then I'll go to my folder in my I'll paste this content. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll schedule this. I'll schedule it by day every one, this one. Okay, the similar function. Here, make it as here. Make it as, I'll just change it. Okay, I'll schedule it every day. Every 1 minute I have scheduled it. Now if I'm going to my schedule, total contents I can see horizontal page emission, which is the now I'll click on show details. So this is coming from my folder. That's the reason it has something like this. Okay, but here it is coming from public folder. So we have options like this. Now I'll go to upcoming activities. Okay. See, every minute I have scheduled it. 12, 12, 1, 12, 2. So it keeps on continuing. Now I'll change the schedule. I don't want to have it. I'll make it as every hour. So again my schedule will remain. So you cannot change. If you go to my upcoming activities, so I have only one schedule at 11:54. Okay, you can see it. Horizontal page mission. Now what I'll do is I'll change the scope. I'll change my scope to my scope, and we'll see like how exactly it's scheduled. Okay. So this is scheduled on this way. 12:54, 1:54, 2:54, 4:54. But
The
these are not
first report is also showing in this scope. The
ones.
unknowns are all the
Set. Okay, why it is showing, I will tell you. Okay, suppose the content of suppose they should not show up. Okay, I mean, response time 10:58. It's not even 10:58. Okay, these contents might be coming up horizontal page. Okay, since I have logged in as an anonymous user, right? Okay, so it's not like taking the things properly. Once I'm logging as an authorized user, right? At that particular stage, it may give us the right content. Okay, I'll show you even that also, but this should not happen usually. Okay, since I have logged in as an anonymous user, right? So it might be fetching all the contents, even with respect to the scope also, and it is showing these activities as unknown, but actually these should not be come up as an unknown. Horizontal page emission. Okay, horizontal page emission is showing up. The second one is not showing, but along with that we have all these unknown entries also. The second week schedule, right? We had one report here. Briefing book. Briefing book is not available, but this one is available. but these are the entries which are supposed to be eliminated, but they are not eliminated. We have only like these three contents which are from my folder. Okay. Okay, now I got it, why it is happening. So we scheduled previously for every 1 minute, right? Hello? We
Yes.
scheduled previously for every 1 minute. So these entries are not
But
removed from the notification, okay? If we are restarting our application once, so these entries will be automatically removed. So why? Because
we for horizontal pagination, right?
horizontal pagination, yes.
But these timings are showing as per that briefing book.
No, no, no,
10:50,
no.
11:50,
It's
12:50.
9:54 p.m., 10:54 p.m., 11:54 p.m. These are not according to briefing. These are according to horizontal pagination. These entries are previously we scheduled it for 1 a.m. right? You can see 10:50, 11:50. Okay, these are like these contents. Okay, these are not coming up properly here. Like these details are not getting fixed up. You can see here it is from 11. Okay, till it starts from 1 second. Okay, it starts from 12 p.m. Okay, it ends at 11 a.m. So this is my horizontal pagination schedule. You can see it. From 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. every 1 hour. So this is my sample. But here my schedule kicks off at 6:54 a.m. 6:54. Because of that only there is something called mismatch in the timing. So that's the reason it is there. So I have like 9 p.m. I have something. So what I'll do is I'll visit it as 8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. I'll make it. I'll click on OK. I have changed my schedule. Now I'll go to schedule. Horizontal modify the schedule. It starts from 8:54 p.m. From 9 p.m. till 5 p.m. Every 1 hour it should execute. So it's at 9 p.m. also it has to run 10 till 5 a.m. Reset. Okay. So here what it happens is it has to run at, I'll tell you. Reset has to run. Okay. It's nothing but 9:54, 10:54. It will not run at 9 a.m. only, but this is a start time. So from here it will 9:54 it will run the first schedule. That is nothing but like 9:54, 10, 11. Okay, it won't be like 12. It's 12 p.m., 11 p.m., 10, 9, 11. Okay, it's 12. It's 1. It's 2. It's 3. It's 4. Okay, till 4 it will run. So we have the schedule that is going to kick off at 8:54. So 9:54 p.m. will be the first schedule, and the last schedule will be 4:54. So it is like
But it has to be 4:50 a.m.
yeah, 4:50
right?
a.m. right?
But this is 4:50 p.m. The
No, no,
one
see
that
here.
you're showing.
No, no, see here. 5 a.m. here. 9 a.m. till 5 a.m.
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So it starts from 9 p.m. and it will go to the next day also. So since the next day is not getting counted, right? So it's showing the other schedule as mentioned in this list. 9, 10, 11. So these are somewhat like which are not coming into picture. So that's the reason the data is coming like this. If we schedule it in a proper way, I mean, since we did not schedule it in a exact accurate way, right? So PM to AM, again AM becomes like next day, but we have scheduled it in a single day, right? So there is a conflict in the time. If I am making a change here, then automatically it will come, it will show up in a proper way. I'll show you, like we'll schedule it in a proper way. If we have something like this, right? Remove the schedule. Okay, we have 8:55 p.m. We have 10. Okay, so what we will do is, instead of making it as this one, we'll make it as like 4, make it as 9. Okay, 4 to 9 a.m. So we have a specific time. Okay, this belongs to a single day only. Okay, where the report will run between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. for every 1 hour. Okay, and we have to change even my start timing also. Okay, the start timing will be somewhere around like
3.
3:54 a.m. So what if I'm making it as like 8 p.m., right? So the schedule will not run only. Why?
Correct.
Because yeah. So this is the thing. Yeah. Well, schedule the thing like that. Okay, I have an entry here. Go to my upcoming activities. Okay. So the contents are not getting cleared off like from this particular page. Okay, there might be some other things. Okay, but if you see here, according to my schedule, okay, take me the 27th. I'll do. Okay, for 27th, my schedule is supposed to run how many times? It has to run at 4:54, 5:54, 6:54, 7. Okay, it will be something like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it won't be 9, it only 6 entries. It has to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4:54, 5:54, 6:54, 7:54, 8:54. Okay, 9:54 will not run. Why? Because like 9:54 is not the time. Okay, between anything between like 4 and 9 is the actual time where it has to run. So we have the contents here. So these are 4:54, 5:54, 6:54, 7, 8. So these are the various times at which it will run. So these are the unknown entries. Okay, these might be something, some issue related. Okay, since I have logged in as an anonymous user, these entries are not getting clear dynamically. That's the reason they are showing. Even if I cannot, if I click on property, right, it's not giving me the path. Okay, it's something related to some. See, these are the pirated versions which are using for the Cognos. Okay, that's the reason we may get these kind of errors, these kind of unknown issues. These are the entries which are not supposed to be there. If you see the timing also, it's like different only. It's 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12:50. These doesn't fall in whichever time we have scheduled, but this is my actual schedule time. 4:50, 5:50, 6:50, 7:50, 8:50. If I see, it all also matches. 3:54, but actually 4:54 it will start. It has to end by 8:54. So this will start at 4:54 and it will end by 8:54. If I proceed to the next day also, it will be the same. Okay, let's start. change it by few more days. Okay. These entries are not getting removed. Okay. It might be because of some other issue.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, we'll try one more schedule. In a similar fashion, we'll try one more schedule. Okay. Get table of contents. Copy to my mindset. Okay, it's a table of contents. 7 a.m. I have. Okay, I'll make it to maybe 8. So 8 p.m. So 8:10, 9:10. We'll make it. So this will have 3 schedules. Okay, we'll have something like this. We are going to schedule it by day 8 a.m. and 11. Okay, every day. This is a table of contents. So we have table of content. So table of content we have only 3 entries. Okay, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. will not. So now we'll see. We'll try to disable all available schedule with us. Okay, we have these many two things which we don't want. So we have an option here to disable. Okay, so when we are disabling, that will not come up in my upcoming activity. Okay. Now we have disabled it. So we should get only 3 entries whichever day we manage it. So we are getting. What I'll do is I'll enable anyone. Briefing book I'll enable. Okay. I click on enable. Okay. Got it. Now I'll see the upcoming schedules. So these unknown entries are coming because of the briefing book. You can see briefing book. Now I'll go to that. Okay. I'll select this briefing book. I'll disable this one. But horizontal pagination, I'm going to my upcoming activities. Okay. The contents I can see. So because we scheduled the briefing book in a
Like
very yeah,
the ones in public folder are coming as unknown, and the ones from my folder are coming with proper names.
yeah, 1 second. We'll see the schedule like how we scheduled it. Okay. It starts at 6 a.m. Okay. It runs every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? Okay. We have disabled this particular schedule. This is the schedule. Now just remove the schedule from here and we'll try. So remove the schedule. Okay, we don't have the schedule. So briefing book we are going to schedule by day. Okay, every day, every 1 hour. Okay, we'll schedule it from 9 to 5. Okay, instead of 9 to 5. 9 to 5. Okay. So how many entries we should have? 9, 14, 10, 14. Only 2 entries. We'll restrict the number of entries. Okay, click on now it's scheduled. Now we have path. We'll go to upcoming show details. So it's not showing the details. Okay, this might be an issue since I have logged in as an anonymous user, right? Some of the other thing will break. Okay, so when I'm logging in as a, I'm logging now. Win7 is the user ID. You can see it. This is the same upcoming pages only. So let me refresh. Okay, since these entries are not owned by anyone, right? So that's the reason we are getting something like this. Okay, so once we log in as this particular user, okay, let me schedule an event with this particular name, not with respect to anonymous user. Okay, I'll schedule. We'll see like how it will affect. Okay, I will schedule like page properties. We won't be making like much changes here. In whichever way it comes, we will schedule from 9 a.m. till 5 a.m. every hour by day. Administration control, upcoming activities. Okay, we can change the numbers here. I'll make it to 150. Okay, now click on this one, right? Now we don't have all these things. Since I have logged in as an anonymous user, right? So all the contents were not pulled properly here. This is the upcoming activity. You can see none of the entries are unknown here. Okay,
Okay.
none of the entries are unknown. Since we logged in as an anonymous user, right, that happens. Anonymous user. These entries when we are logging as an anonymous user, right? So it will not get written properly, okay, to the table. So because of that only the country or the entry details are missing for these particular objects and all those things. So now this is okay. Now you are fine with the schedule?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on this one? Or any options, whatever we see here?
No, I think I'm clear.
Hmm?
I think I'm clear with this. The tab.
Okay. Okay. You can see like one more small difference. So here you have something scheduled by. You see here. Name of the user. Can you see this one?
Yeah. So
So the
that
user,
was you logged. You did that, right?
yes, the user from a different namespace has scheduled this. Okay, this is nothing but like you can see here, anonymous, unavailable, anonymous. So we have logged in as an anonymous user, right? So that's the reason the content will keep on changing. Yeah, even the briefing books falls in this particular like non-location. Okay, and even the horizontal pagination is a part of the folder. It is showing unavailable because the contents within the anonymous user are not getting identified properly. Even if we get anything called like unknown entry, okay, that is mainly because of the contents are not getting recognized properly. The contents are not recognized. If you have like multiple namespace, right, these things are common. These are the common phenomenon that occurs, or the common scenario that you will encounter when you have like multiple namespaces. So when you log in, right, I'll show you something. When I click on login, you have something here, namespace. You will get a drop down here where you have to select like multiple. So in that scenario, if you are trying to see the schedules and other things, right, okay, unavailable, these things is common. This unavailable copies are common. Which you will configure. Now I will show you next to the configuration. Okay. In the configuration, in this particular place, okay, we can create like various data sources. Okay, with the help of this data source connection. And I told you, right, every object will have its own property. This is a data source. Okay, it has some connection details within it. Okay, and it is associated with some permissions. So these are the connection settings, and we have similarly some permissions. Okay, we have something like this. And now within this particular object, we have like one more. Okay, these are the actual details of the sun. Okay, these are what kind of type and all those things. Okay. I'm just giving you an overview. This I will explain you in detail like later. Okay. This is a data source type. You have something called a content administration where you can import or export the code from one environment to other. This part. You have distribution list. Okay. This distribution list will tell you we have two different namespaces, Cognos and Import. Now, the one which is not highlighted, right? You're not part of that particular login. That's the reason it's not highlighted. A login has Windows 7 will show you what will happen. Okay. Now you can see this one is highlighted, NTLM. So when you click on NTLM, you can navigate. Okay. This is the printer where you will configure the printer. Okay. Since we don't have any printers and everything, like we won't be going like much in detail. These are the styles. I showed you like previously in the preference style. Preference, right? You have presentation, modern, corporate, content. So all the styles are inheriting the properties from here. Okay, these are the portraits. I will explain you these things also, but not now. In the next class, in the upcoming classes. Okay, what are the things we have? Navigator, search, and then view. So when are we going to use these things? So I will also show you that. But when creating the pages, we will keep on including like various portals within it. So dashboard, when we consider a dashboard, a multiplex dashboard, so those properties are getting inherited from here. Dispatcher, okay. How many dispatcher we have? Since this is a standalone application, we have one dispatcher. And this is a dispatcher and we have services inside the dispatcher. So these are the various things. That day I showed you the categorized and I showed you some services in a PPT. So in a similar PPT, system, report data, all those services. And you can see
So
the
for
content. Yeah, tell me.
so for each report, yeah, every service is used, is it?
No, not like that.
Like for this one, like the April 26th, it's showing the reports that we ran just now, probably.
No. These are not the
Everything is
reports.
used.
No, these are
Oh,
not the report. Okay, if you see the timing is different here. 604. 604. Now the timing is 724.
oh, that is when you just logged in, probably.
Yes. These timings are totally different. Okay. These may vary also. Okay. And these timings may coincide with your last refresh date or starting date of your application. Okay. But this time is not fixed. Okay, we cannot say this time will signify this time only at this particular. Okay, when I ran a report, I executed some services. I mean, those time will not coincide. Okay, this is nothing but either you started your application at this point of time, okay, or some specific services was refreshed on a ad hoc basis that time. Okay, it might be any one of them.
Okay.
Since every time is same, so we have not done any ad hoc things here. So it signifies we started our application at 6:04 a.m. So we started our class at 6:04 a.m. 6 a.m. somewhere around, and I started like my application after that only. So it might give us a time that when we started this application. Okay, and you have something called like content manager services. Okay, and this content manager services is tick mark. That means we have a content manager that is active and running here. You can see a tick mark here, right? Small tick mark here. Can you see it? Hello.
Yeah, it's very small, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
So what does that tick mark mean again?
This is the active content manager. If it has a pause symbol within it, okay, that's nothing but a secondary or a standby content manager.
Okay.
You have at last you have something called like query services where you can clear the cache related to the content manager. Okay, we have ran some 3-4 reports, right? All the cache related contents will be here, and that we can clear or unclear. We have two options here, like clear cache, write cache state. Okay, it will clear the cache or write the existing cache to some temporary place. So this is the option. And finally we have something called like index. Okay, and here what we will do is we have various options here, like, okay, what all the indexes you want to see. If you want to index only the query related or report related or single any object, you can do it. Okay, what are the contents which are indexable here? You can select. You have something called like exclusions if you want to exclude something. Okay, this power play 7 we don't have it, so we don't have something, so we are providing any session. Okay, we have something called like indexing parameter that is set here, like what level of indexing. If you index based on certain object, right, we have here various objects associated. We have output, we have query. So based on what all values you want to index, you can set certain values, and this value will be picked up by your content store, the level of indexing. Whether you want a detailed level with respect to each and every object or an overview, only the object name, okay, when it got created and all those things. Or we want like more in detail, object name, owner name, contact details, object path. If all those like a detailed level of indexing need to be done, then we can change some parameters here, and that will help us. This is a search. Okay. So this is something that my search related. When I am searching something, how it should happen, and what are the different parameters that need to be considered. Because in searching also we have like now various options available. If you see here, we have three different: full text and all fields, name field, description field, name or description field. So based on what kind of search we are doing, what should be the various options available. So all these things can be set. So we have something. and we have something called storage. Okay. And these indexed values are stored in our database, the content store. It is not stored some other location. It is stored in the same content store only. So we have an option. So I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, indexing is a very good part, but the worst thing is like indexing is not working in a specified or a required way. What generally people will expect. Okay, sometimes it behaves in a very weird way. Okay, I have indexed like many contents. I'm searching for one content, it will give me like multiple values. If I have selecting something called like book, okay, I'm not getting anything, but we have something with respect to book, right? So you can see I'm looking for book. Okay, since my option is like that, right? I have said I won't be able to view it. So the indexes, whatever we are doing, right? It not working. So it's like full text and field. Okay, name field. I'll search based on name. I'll get something. Okay. So basically the search criteria, right? Based on different criteria, description field. If you see, I'm giving the description. So based on the description field, I'm getting. Okay. And you, I mean, you can you correlate this particular description with which property?
The description
See,
of
every
the book.
see you have something like this, right? It may go according to the description which is written. But these are the samples which come from the IBM. Okay, so these samples will have all these detailed information. If I don't have all these things, then if I am searching based on the description field, then I will know I won't be able to get anything.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have systematically given the content, right? So what I'll do is I'll click on remove this description. Okay, hmm. I'm searching. So this particular entry went after this booking book. You cannot see booking book even with respect to description. You can see only these three entries which has a description with book. Okay, and now I'll go to the other sample also. Okay, booking book. I'll remove the description of this section. I'll search. Even this will also be. Okay, description field. This will search only based on the description. I'll go on the name field. If I'm going on the name field, I'll get only these two things because this is my name of my object. So these are the various options which are available in when we are doing a normal search. Okay, but sometimes it's like very hard for a user also. Okay, if by default it is set as like a description. Okay, no matter like what file name he is giving, you won't be able to search for book here. If you just see here, okay, you won't be able description field. Okay, name or description field if you are selecting. So even in these kind of scenarios we have to educate the users, okay, to how to use the search also. Okay, this is a little bit tricky and a bit complicated task when it comes to educating a user, but I don't know why they have done like given like multiple options. Even though it is faster, okay, they have given this particular option to improve the searching speed. Okay, but the purpose is not serving because of various options which they have provided here. Okay,
So this search option is only for administrator, right?
no,
It's
no,
not
no,
for
no,
any user.
no, it's for everyone.
But where do we get this search option? On the Cognos connection?
It's here only, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so these are okay. Now with respect to current activity, past, upcoming, schedules. Okay, these are the things which are covered till now, right? You have any questions on this one?
No.
No, right? Okay. Then tomorrow, okay, we will go through this system. Okay, the system tab.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll go through the system tab. Now, okay, tomorrow we will go through this particular system task. Okay, and I will system tab and then security. Okay, speak on that. I will send you a link. But make sure you complete these things. Okay, otherwise it will be a kind of, I mean, you won't be able to identify the things properly if you don't go through these things.
Okay.
Okay, this is like very much required. Okay. I'm sharing this link here.
Okay.
Okay, you got the link, right? Okay, try to access that one.
Yeah, got it.
All right. Okay. So before we start the session, right? Okay, go through this particular link. All users. Okay. So what are the various options we have here, and what are the built-in groups and roles? Okay. So it will give you an idea. Inside a group you can have a user and a group, but inside a role you can have user, groups and role. Okay, like this you have like various small things, okay, which are very much important for tomorrow's sessions. Okay, and it will also give you an
Okay.
idea on what are the built-in or a predefined roles that are available. Okay, because that will help you in understanding the entire things. Otherwise, I mean, whatever thing I'll be telling, right, it will again like, I mean, the sessions gets ended, but you won't be, after that, like when you start searching for anything, it will be a bit complicated for you also. So that's the reason. So once you are like a
Yes,
little bit
yes.
aware,
I'll go through.
that will be good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, like we shall meet tomorrow. Okay. We will cover some other content.
Okay.
If everything goes well, then we will start with the security. If everything goes well, like
Okay.
if we are completing everything on time, means in that case, like we will move to the next session. Okay, I mean the
Okay.
security part.
Yeah.
Okay, if we are not completing completely, then it might we may continue with the security part day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. In this case, we'll go on. I'll end the recording.